Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 TS Hub. We are here for another official practice session on Thursday night, and I've got Sean alongside me in the commentary box, and we're here in Abu Dhabi for the round 7 official practice session at F1 TS Hub that we do on Thursday nights. Welcome back to the commentary box, Sean.
Yeah, it's good to be back here, and hopefully we get some pretty exciting race and quality today. As I see cloudy balloons just off the track, like far off the track. I saw him like in turn, I think it was 3. It's like, I think he lost his front wing as well.
Yeah, definitely front wing damage on the left hand side, so everyone on the ultra soft tyre at the moment that is out on track. Abu Dhabi, as cloudy balloon spins it again, coming out onto the long back straight, so grass on those tyres proving tricky in that Renault at the moment. And Sean, under 10 minutes left of this qualifying session. It's a long track, so you need to get out straight away if you want to do 2 runs. If you're in the garage now, chances are you'll just be doing 1. But pretty exciting. 15 drivers in this practice session, and a right mixture of tiers again, which is always good to see.
Yeah, it's always good to see. And it's like the photos, you can see what the Prestige or the Pinnacle can do, and what they have to bring themselves, you know, what they can do against some of the podium, the Prestige or the Pinnacle guys. As I see Odom's just going around the final corner to set his lap time. It's a 1:36.4. I think that's a pretty decent banker lap time. I think he's going for another one as he has yellow, sector 3. That is cloudy balloons again. He spins off the track again.
So really struggling at the moment is cloudy balloons. Yeah, and he spins it again, so...
It's all the cross, you know, you have to take it easy on the throttle because you can't do it straight away. Just like plowing the throttle, you know, you can't do that. Like when you have the tire full of the grass.
Well, this is why it's practice. So he waits for the Williams to go past and comes back out onto the track. So he'll hurry back to the garage and presumably fix that front wing before going out for one final run. Game is sat left but rejoined the session. So yeah, Sean, you mentioned earlier corner cutting here. It's going to be obviously strict rules. It's going to be pretty tough for all these drivers, not only in today's practice session but in tomorrow's races as well.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's really easy to corner cut because of the low curbstones we have around here. So drivers need to watch out there as well. So I think for tomorrow's race for the Prestige, Pinnacle and Podium, I think one of those teams are going to get decided by penalties because it's pretty easy to, as you in the chicane, as you go on board the cloud, it's pretty easy to get their penalties as well. So drivers need to watch out there as well as with the other chicane in the second sector.
They definitely do, and we've, as I mentioned, we've got a right mixture. Our practice sessions are open to all of our tiers. What's happened to Sean now? Not Sean, MLA.
He was already in the pits like more than 6 minutes, but he retired straight away. So maybe a little bit of a strategic plan, but I don't know what happened there. So
perhaps he's going to practice his overtaking. Starting from the back, he'll be able to do that, you would think.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
So you've got Louis on a hot lap and Kian as well. So the 2 Williams both on a quick one. But let's quickly run through. So we got Odems from the Prestige tier. He won last time out in Canada in the rerun last Friday night. You've got Techno Thriller from the Prestige, Woma from the Pinnacle, Reflow from the Podium, Jorit from the Podium, Stifler from the Pinnacle, Noik from the Prestige, Bart from the Pinnacle, MLA from the Prestige, Louis from the Prestige, Kian Prestige, Cloudy's from the Pinnacle, Black Mambas from Prestige, Gamer Set is from Podium, as is Jonas. So yeah, right mixture here tonight as Louis comes into the pits.
He was on a hot lap, but it would be a good one, but he decided to get into the pits. It's pretty interesting. So he's going around with Kian, he's going around the hotel section just to complete his flying lap. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, perhaps he did a little corner cut and didn't want to complete the lap, but his teammate Kian, he's going to come across the line, and what can the Williams man do?
He's at 1.
Straight into second.
And GameSet has left the session again, so maybe he can join back, but I think it's going to be one of those scenarios that he just join and then like leave the session, disconnect.
Yeah, could have some some issues with his connection. But Jonas on a hot lap. DRS is open down the long straight.
326 kilometers an hour. I think that's pretty decent straight line speed there. So things going a little bit for a low downforce setup maybe, but we have to wait and see. But I think this lap's going pretty clean so far.
Just over 4 minutes left now, as these drivers are going to try at least one final one flying lap, you would presume. Turn the engine up to max, give the car everything you've got. Of course, this is just an official practice session, so you can make as many mistakes as you'd like. This is where it's about learning what you can and can't do with the car, where you can push and where you can't push too much. But yeah, pretty tidy lap so far from Jonas here.
Yeah, we're going around the final section. Just clean as hard, don't hit the wall there. It's pretty easy to do, and this one is pretty hard. It's easy to do one right here, but stays within the lights. Then fourth gear, go on the throttle as early as you dare, and you go to 138.9. I think for his driving, I think it's a pretty good lap time for him, but he has still lots of fuel left, so maybe go now for an out lap. Then the next lap is going maybe full of that. As you can see, like Techno and Collins going for an outlet, so we're going to start that second one and new fresh of options.
It's interesting. Odem's won last time he raced around Abu Dhabi last season, last race of the season, of course, last time out, and he took the checkered flag to take the win. So he's a man who's racking up those wings now, and he showed phenomenal driving on last Friday in the Canada rerun for the Prestige tier, coming from pretty much last on the grid, starting on those intermediate tyres and really making the best of the strategy as Gamersat once again finds himself kicked from the session.
Yeah, I think if you're like already like joining 3 times, you know, and disconnecting 3 times, like it sounds a little bit mean, but then like it's almost pretty useless, like to oh, they were too close. He parks on the A page, but like with Gamersat. Like if you join like 3 times and then leave 3 times, like you know, like you're not gonna join back like properly. So I think the best like is to leave it there and then hopefully sort this connection out before tomorrow.
Yes, hopefully he can get it sorted for his race tomorrow. So reminder, the podium tier races at 7 PM on Fridays, the pinnacle tier races at 8 PM, and the prestige tier races at 9 PM. All on Fridays. You can catch us at F1TS Hub on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, so make sure you head over. We do full race updates and lots of off-track activity going on throughout the week, so lots to look out for on there. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, as Farth retires from the session. He's obviously had enough.
Let's see, who's pretty close to the left. Black Mamba, I think, is going around the second sector.
Yeah, he is on a quick one.
So let's see what he can do. I think he's pretty overall pretty decent driver, so he's still in 15th place, not have set a lap time, so I think he can go third or fourth place, I think, knowing for his pace. So let's see what he can do. He obviously has like lots of fuel, so he can maybe do a second one there. He wants that a little bit wide. I don't know if that's an invalid lap time. We're going to see.
He's really pushing it.
Still invalidated, yeah. So he has to do another lap, but he still has lots of fuel left, so he can afford that. As Louis is also on a quick lap.
Louis just started in, so he's just come across the line with enough time.
Yeah. There goes Collins. Pretty close, and everyone parks it there to complete their lap time. It's a pretty good messy. That's a little bit unlucky for Collins. That is his qualifying session over. I mean, there's so much traffic, like you can't handle that. Yeah, this is not the smart one from Collins there. Followed by Kian, yeah, he has to give up on this session, and he does.
Noah currently in second place at the moment. He looks like the only man who's himself, maybe Louis, who are going to be able to challenge Odems here for this pole position in the practice session.
Yeah, he's already in his first second is 27,000 slower as Ian guys. But yeah, No, it was 27,000 slower in his time in the second sector, so he can do it in the second sector. Coming towards the split, and he goes, I can see, 2/10 faster, so he may can challenge for Adams for the pole position today, but he needs to have a good last sector. That's pretty much the crucial thing around this track.
A lot of corners in this last sector.
Yeah. Let's see, third gear there. All good. Fourth there, we have yellow in sector 2 and 3. That's Stegner. Oh, he crashed with one of the Renault. That's Cloudy.
Cloudy.
I don't know what happened there, yeah.
Black Mamba slots into 4th. Woma slots into 3rd now.
Oh, big slide for Noik, but he goes forward with a 35.7. That's a pretty good lap time.
Louis doesn't complete a time, so he'll have to start from the back.
Yeah, but he has 3 set of tires to choose from, so you have to look at the positive side, I always say. As for Mark and game set,
Stifler improves his time slightly as well, so he crosses the line. Cloudy Balloons is out of the session, so that's him done and dusted.
Yeah, as we have Noik in first place, then Autumn second with a good lap time as well. Wome in third, Black Mama fourth, Kian fifth, Deckham in sixth, Flores in seventh, Stifler in 8th position, George in 9th, Jonas makes out of the top 10, as we have then McLaren of, I don't know what that was, but we forgot, and Cloudy in 12th with a 5-place grid penalty, I don't know for what again, but then Mark in 3rd, and then Louis in 4th again, and the Force India of Game Set in 15th place.
So, interesting qualifying session, and Noek, a man at the top at the moment, and Odems as well, so to get a little bit excited heading into turn 1.
Are you still on the grid, or are you still instantly to spectator mode?
I need to retire from the session, so I don't think I can do that until...
Oh yeah, you just pressed it, yeah. I think that's still alright. I think you don't need to have that much time to choose your fuel and tires.
Yeah, won't let me retire. I accidentally forgot to spectate. So as soon as I get going, I'll jump into spectator. I'll let you call the start as we go, and I'll quickly join you on the live stream.
Alright, here we go then. Then we go to 5 red and oh, we still have formation lap. Oh. And oh wow. It's a pretty hectic one. I think now you can retire straight away, I think. If you're on a formation lap.
No, it's not letting me.
Oh. That goes maybe around the outside of Wowie. And what a maneuver from Nick, and he just runs in the back of Mark.
I don't often get to see Mark on track when I'm in the commentary booth, so, you know, figured I might as well come say hello.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see what tires the outside of the top 10 are. So we have Mark starting on the soft, so he knows he lost the hardest compound, so I can expect a lot from him. Then from you, you're starting on the soft, super soft. Louis is still on the ultra soft, so he's going to start on there, and Cloudy on the super soft as well. So the rest all starting on the ultra soft.
Ultra soft, obviously probably the favourite tyre around here. It's a long lap, lots of corners, so it obviously gives you a higher grip advantage over the other compounds, but maybe more so than some other tracks.
They do, and you may can do ultras to super, but the tire wear is decent, but it's still pretty high in my opinion. So I think soft is still I have the best options if you are on the ultra softs. So I think around lap 12ish, 13. Around 11, around lap 11, then the pistol is open, I think, for the ultra soft guys. That is the first set of soft tires. as we are waiting for everyone to fill up the grid.
Yes, I'll let you call the start as I said, because I will quickly retire and jump onto the spectator mode, as I was caught out a little bit whilst inviting some drivers here.
Do we have everyone? Yes, that's almost everyone on the grid. Hopefully, I think you can retire then now straight away, I think. Yeah. So here we go then to 5 red lights for the official practice session in Abu Dhabi, and we are on the way as Olens gets a pretty bad start. Norway gets a good start as we have Womack still in third place. Then Black Mamba around the inside, he taps Womack. He was outside of the track with 2 wheels, but still alright as we have position changes. That's Stifler around the outside of Floors. Cloud is up to 8th and Mark has dropped a position. But he's still taking it very easy, and I think if I go for everyone's on board, I think no one has front wing damage. Oh wait, I think Declan has front wing damage on the right side.
Look at this group of cars: Toro Rosso, Renault, Mercedes, another Renault behind, all pretty close together on track. Williams there as well. So the Jonas right at the back of the grid, weaving a little bit, and look at the Renault trying to go down the inside of, pushes the Toro Rosso wide, who then comes back on track. Yeah, gets Kian's going to go through all of them and say thank you very much, as comes through the Mercedes man of Techno Thriller. So he'll be coming through as well.
We're going by almost 3 right there. Oh, there's a little bit of a tap by Cloudy. I think he lost something, yeah. As for Jorrit, I think. No, he hasn't. So, pretty just an Armageddon session as Mark goes around, going to the inside of Jorrit. As John gets very close. Oh, and he lost the back end. What a save by him. Just kept it correctly and didn't hit Mark in the progress. So, well done to him. As Techno retires.
Yeah, some pretty shoddy racing there. He's got wing damage out of that. That was just a case of, this is a practice session. I don't care too much. As Jonas gets wing damage.
Techno has instantly left the session. And yeah, Claudia has front wing damage as well. I think Louis is really close to the back of Womack. And going to the inside, and he takes it, I think. No, still side by side. And he has a pretty bad ankle, but I think he has passed him. No, he still hasn't. So Louis has a little bit of trouble finding with Womack as stop go penalty for Audi. Must have stopped, I think, the CK, I think.
Yeah, I think he's done something. I think he's letting MLA back through. Yeah. Or is he defending? No, he's giving him a squeeze. So perhaps he just got a really poor exit. Jorrit's going to have him now as well, down to the inside on the braking zone. Jorrit able to do it on the brakes. Cloudy keeps it on the outside, gets the inside to the next corner, but Tank slaps it, and Jorrit is going to have a real good run on him now.
Yeah, a little bit. Watch out, Cloudy. There we go to the inside. Squeeze him a little bit. No, and he cuts the corner again, so I think he gets another 3 seconds. He goes back on the track. No, he hasn't. I think he really needs to repair for front wing damage, I think.
Really can affect your car. Look at Odoms though, he's getting pretty close at the front to his good pal Noek.
Yeah. Let's see, we're going around to say 140.4 fast lap by Oldham right now, so he's really off the charge right now to Noek. After a bad start at the beginning, but he seems that he found the pace quickly again, and he's already at the back of Noek.
Louis ahead of Wummer, by the way. That happened on that lap in the last sector. Yellow flag in sector 3. Cloudy's retired. Where's he binned it? In the pit entrance.
In the pit. Wow.
There you go.
Pretty odd, in my opinion.
It's pretty cloudy above for Abu Dhabi anyway, but I don't know whether that had effect on him blowing up his tyre. Either way, I bet that popped his balloon for tonight.
Popped his balloon. My God.
Odem's really on a charge as Jonas comes into the pit, so this is just going to be a lesson learning tonight for Jonas, and try and get some data for tomorrow that he can use perhaps. Glad he leaves the session.
So we get another fine slipping glitch again. As Odom's He's getting really close to Nowick, but he better thinks of it. He's waiting for another DRS. Still have almost 25 laps, so just take it easy. As Louis is also pretty close to the back of Black Mamba, still 8 tenths, so he's making some charges right now. Off the start, I think it was 13th, I think.
Louis all of the Black Mamba as well, so
in 9 positions. So.
Yeah, he's doing well, is Louis. MLA down in 8th on those soft tyres at the moment, so he goes, oh, look at that, just below 0.2 of a second as Louis goes down the inside, job done.
Yeah, Black Mamba, I think let him go through because he was quicker, so I think he's just waiting for his opportunity, and Jones gets a 3-second time penalty into the Norby loop.
You can almost hang on to a car in front here if you're able to, keep with them, just brake a little bit earlier than them, get on the power a little bit earlier, and you can just keep with them, use the DRS that they're going to give you, and perhaps pull you along.
It is indeed, and I was in the happen as well, just going a little bit right, then going second, and mid-corner change to third, and then you have so much better traction. As Adam still with DRS, not even closing up on Nowick, so I think he definitely has the slipstream glitch, I think.
He's going to have to do something on strategy if he's not able to do it on track, maybe the undercut or the overcut. We know that Nowick does like to use his tyres up, but we'll see what he can do here tonight.
Maybe a good dive bomb from others can also help, but you never know.
You never know with Odems.
No, I would be honest. Anyway, Black Mamba still getting close within Louis though, so I think he just hasn't give up yet. I think he's just playing a little bit with the tires, I think, just to take it easy. Let's see, I think the only real battle is a little bit is with Odems, that I think the closest one.
Yeah, Louis starting to pull away now from Black Mamba, so that looks like a battle that's not going to continue for too much longer.
Oh, Nowick! Oh my god! What a tank step, and still hasn't lost his front wing. My god. That was a tank step and all by him, but I think he has some sort of front wing damage, even though I can't see it on his on board. And he takes the bunny up and a 3-second time.
Yeah, so perhaps as you mentioned, maybe a little bit of damage. It doesn't look like it, but maybe he's maybe his tires are just dirty. He got up too much on the outside of the track, or something like that. Either way, Louis is now chasing him down just as much as he's chasing Odems. So DRS is going to be enabled, but don't know if he'll be able to do anything from there. He's lost the lead from Odems, his former teammate, of course, last season.
Yeah, it was a really big tank stepper by Nowick, so I think he already used up his tires, I think, somehow. Or just putting on the throttle a lot earlier, but he's still almost keeping out of the wall there, so props to him, but he has now a fast Louis behind him, and probably without damage. Yes, he has no damage to Louis, so, and Oliver gets into the Nordic book with a first 3-second time penalty. He's closing really up Louis to Nowick in those really high speed corners, so I think Nowick has to pit, but I think he's going to do on his pit.
This is probably the cloudiest that I've seen Abu Dhabi all the times that we've driven around here. It's usually sunshine into dusk, but yeah, it's pretty cloudy at the moment. I've never seen it like that before.
I mean, if you can get some rain, I mean, why not in Abu Dhabi? It rains there as well, but not very often. And Nowick goes into the Nordic book again with another boost.
So what do you make of Nowick? Why do you think he wears his tyres out so much? We've seen from him that obviously he's so quick over one lap, but he seems to wear his tyres out a lot. What do you make of that?
I mean, if you go on the throttle too early, or using rich mix in the corners, in those corners, you're gonna burn up your tires very quickly. So he needs to take it calm, just go pretty early on the throttle as he has yellows. That's for Flores, he's spun out. Mark up through him.
Yeah, Louis just got ahead of Nowick. Yeah, that was into the braking zone.
Very good exit. And Nowick got DRS as well, so this could be very interesting. But I think Louis is probably gonna squeeze him out as he is on the inside. Yeah, he probably will. So he takes second position. He has no penalties, Louis. So as it stands right now, if the race ends like this, Louis can take the win because there's no penalties.
Yeah, you did mention before we went live that you think one of the races, one of the tiers on Friday tomorrow night will be decided by penalties. We'll have to wait and see how that's going to affect the results tomorrow night. But you would imagine if you're able to keep your nose clean, no penalties, you got a good chance of moving up the order when the results get classified.
Yeah, and Black Mama goes in multiple again with his first 3-second time penalty. So yeah, we see like lots of penalties like in the first 7 laps. So the drivers need to keep it a little bit calm because it's not like the end of the race. I think, yeah, no, it's still within a second of Louis, so he gets some DRS, I think, but it's not really gonna help him that much. As Vos into the pits, he has no broken front wing, apparently. I think he's going for the 2-stopper, so
we do see that a lot with the podium tier. They often do the extra stop. Compared to the Pinnacle and Prestige tiers, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he's able to do with that, or whether he feels that's going to work for him. If you want to try something, tonight's the night to do it.
Yeah, as Louis is also closing up to Ollens, the gap is now under 2 seconds, so Louis is on a charge right now.
He definitely is. He looks quick, does Louis, here in Abu Dhabi. We know he's quick. He's already taken a race win once this season in USA, so...
Yes. And they building really are, and fuel-wise, Ollens has almost 4 laps of fuel, so he can burn the fuel whatever he wants. And Louis is on 2.2 laps of fuel, so he needs to save a little bit, because in this game, like, rich fuel mix is burning very quickly, and lean, like, don't save it. Like, it saves a little bit, so like the best way to put it is like putting a lot of fuel, like almost 4, maybe 4.5 laps, so you can still like pushing and not worried about it at the same time as going out of fuel.
We'll have to see how these drivers manage all of that. There's a lot to do inside the cockpit, and there'll be even more to do once obviously ERS is introduced in F1 2018, so I'm sure some drivers looking forward to, you know, having control over that.
Yeah, as with the new ERS deployment as well for the new 2018 game, so that will be also, I think, as exciting, I think, for lots of league races in F1 TSL and maybe other leagues as well. So maybe the slower drivers can even still defend from faster driver if they are in a battle. So that'll be interesting, as Jordan is coming out of the pits for a set of soft tires, so I think he's going to do a 2-stop as well.
How far do you reckon these drivers can take these soft tires around this track?
Yeah, I think below lap 10, I think they're not going to make it, knowing this track, but I think after lap 10, then you can definitely make 18 laps with the sauce, as Longman gets a time penalty as well. Yeah, I think 18 to 20 laps, I think it's possible, but lap 8, yeah, it's really close to puncture territorium. But I think just after lap 10, it's pretty good to go to the soft tires. As Louis just is under 1 second, oh, he gets a tank step there.
That last corner proving a little bit tricky.
And Novak is into the pit, so his tire is really burning up, so pretty early pit stop for him. As I think maybe he goes for a 2-stop, but no, he's going for the soft, so he needs to be pretty cautious with how he's tires managing, knowing in that he's not good on the tires. And Stifler goes in as well for a set of softs as well, so he's going to try the 1-stop as well. So quickly joined to Louis, as he's really on the back of Ollens, so he caught him up massively. What can Ollens do about a faster Louis with DRS? He got not a good angle. Here we go, Louis up the inside, wheel bang a little bit. And Ollens goes right there as well. Oh, that was close. And Louis takes it. And he got also DRS, so very smart play by him. Olin just tried to cover the inside. Didn't work, as you know, better things of it. So Olim's lost his first position.
Yep. So Odems started from second, took the lead off Noek. Now he's had the lead taken off the man who started right near the back of the grid in 12th position. So Louis is definitely a man on a mission here tonight in this practice session. Perhaps wants to lay down a marker for everyone tomorrow night, including yourself, Sean, that maybe says, I'm looking to win this race.
Yeah, Louis is definitely right now at the pace, just going very well as well. And Mark putting on the positions as well, 5th place. And Louis pits.
Top 2 pit.
Yeah, very interesting. I would not have done that by Olders or Louis, you know, just pitting at the same time, because you're not going to gain anything.
We'll have to keep an eye, see where they come out in respect to Noek. Obviously he pitted a lap earlier on those soft tyres, but I think they're going to have enough. Yeah, so MLA's just in front of Noek.
Yeah, I think Noek is still going to make those two, I think. It's going to be close though.
Very close.
It's not close on I thought, so Orange is ahead, and Noek gets his 3rd penalty, I think, of the race, so he needs to keep out of it. As
Odems just comes out ahead of MLA, so that was crucial for his race here.
I think as well, but Mark has DRS as well, so even though he's a little bit of older soft, so but he needs to like look behind water than further, because Noek is really on the back of him. Even with DRS, so well, he's not gonna, I think he's gonna let him go through, I think. Maybe they're doing a little bit of a switch back. No, he doesn't.
Mark knows he's on a different strategy. One of our esports drivers, of course, here at Frontier Sub, so he's the man who knows how to win races.
And Louis still has the gap of 1.6 seconds, so yeah, Owen just lost like a time there, pitting at the same lap time as Louis. I think for him, he maybe could bet like going a lap longer, maybe 2 laps longer. Or maybe have fresh tire till the end, so maybe push as hard on the soft, on the support. Not a great decision, in my opinion. But
Black Mamba in the pits.
Yeah.
Lap 11.
Yeah, he's not gonna hold first. I think Louis is already at the last corner though. Like Mamba still has to go to his pit crew. So the overcut is not really working around this track. And he goes for a set of super softs. So that's gonna be pretty interesting.
Yeah, so the only drivers yet to stop now are MLA and Wummer, and Odins gets himself a penalty. But what I think will be interesting with that strategy that Black Mamba's done is, will that strategy work? There's only one way to find out, and tonight's a perfect night to find it out, you know, because if it does work, perhaps he's obviously got an alternate strategy for tomorrow than, you know, what the usual would be ultra softs to the soft tyres. So he'll be looking to, you know, find out how that works out for him tonight.
He probably will, but I think the super softs are coming way out pretty quick. But if he gets to the end and not struggling that much, then fair play to the guy. As no, yeah, the field is pretty much spread out. As Woma is still not going to the pit, so I think he's definitely go for a set of super softs. So I think he's trying his best as long as he can on the set of ultra softs.
Kian down in 7th position at the moment on those soft tyres. He's got Stifler, who isn't too far behind him actually, just over 2.5 seconds at the moment. Reflo, Jorrit and Jonas are podium tier drivers tonight in 9th, 10th and 11th place respectively. So Reflo won last time out in Austin for the podium tier. Jorrit yet to win a race, but he did lead it for a part of Austin. And Jonas as well, he was right up there, finished 2nd last time out.
In the pit, Lewis says the fastest of the race, 139.593. There's no comes for a set of super softs? Yeah, super soft, so I think he will then make it, as Noah gets his 4th penalty of the race, so pretty large, but I think he has then repairs front wing, I think. No, still struggling a little bit. as Mark gets Black Mamba all over his nice rear wing, so he needs to watch out, but I think he's gonna let him go through, I think, because it's a different strategy. So we are gonna see what he's gonna do. He put it in standard, yeah, I think he's gonna let him go through. If Black Mamba goes to the inside, yeah, he will.
Pretty standard there for Black Mamba down the inside.
Yeah. Yes, the Marcus DRS, so I think he may come back though. No, he doesn't. So he's gonna stay behind in 5th place, but he's gonna be a faster guy, I think, at the end of the race mark. So we will keep an eye out of him. As Louis spreads the lead with 2.1 seconds. So right now the strategy with all those putting the same at the same time as Louis hasn't really worked out.
Yeah, at the moment, Louis definitely got the edge on him here tonight, so I wonder if Odems will be hitting time trial to try and, you know, gain a bit more lap time overall over the course of the race for tomorrow.
Yeah, and again, the fast lap time again, and 10th quicker Louis, so he's really on a charge right now. And Jones gets a penalty as well. And Noah gets, I think this is his 5th one, I think, if I count correctly. So if he does one more, you get the notification that he's almost going to be disqualified, I think. So we will see what happens. So I think, yeah, Mark is now the only guy to not have a pit stop right now. So it's pretty interesting. As Louis has extended the gap by 2.3 seconds to Odom, so I think Odom's really not liking those soft tires.
Yeah, definitely doesn't feel as comfortable on those as he did what he looked on the ultra soft tire.
No, yes, he has yellow 61 as Jonas out of the race. Oh, he crashed it there. I think that's almost going to the stain.
Yeah, so
outside of the track, I think, and then lost, I think.
Yeah, maybe come back to the inside, hit it, spun round, and there you go, a wobbly tire underneath the car now. But at least it's the practice session, so you'll have to be careful of that tomorrow. He could be a 7 different winner in the podium tier from the first 7 races, but we don't want to jinx anything. Top 10 left now are Louis, Odems, Noek, Black Mamba, MLA, Wuma, Kian, Stifler, Reflo, and Jorit. So these guys will just be collecting information now, working on their consistency, working on their fuel strategy, that sort of thing, finding out where they can and can't place the car. Some of these curbs can be lethal, and of course penalties as well, as Noek's finding out, are pretty easy to get.
Yeah. And Jonas, just let's say, and Vlos gets another penalty as well. As yeah, all cars are now pretty spread out right now, so not seeing any fight going on. Yeah, and Louis is just still on the charge, 2.2 seconds, 2.3 actually right now, so he's really stabilizing the gap right now. I think he's knowing that Odom has some penalties, so I think he can just take it easy, look after the tires and the penalty, and he might comfortable get this win. As Odom's, and I jinxed again, gets his 3rd penalty.
So pushing the track limits a little bit too much is Odems.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so easy to corner cut again. Excuse me. Yeah, so he needs to watch out for that. I know he loves corner cutting as well, so he needs to watch out, Odom boy. So you go right to there, so I think there's another warning. So he needs to watch out. Louis with a 39.3, so it's still on the charge right now, as Black Mamba gets another penalty. So yeah, lots of drivers getting penalties right now, so it's gonna be interesting, I think.
Yeah, it definitely will be. Of course, for those who don't know, every Thursday F1 TS Hub is Media Day, so lots going on the website, www.f1tshub.com. We do obviously have our waiting list in operation. I know another sign up came through this morning, so we will try to get everyone seated as quick as possible But of course, we've got to make sure your pace suits any space that we have in a certain tier. And Sean, it's looking like things could get hot up. We're just about to start the second half of the season in all three of our tiers. 6 races to decide champions across podium, pinnacle and prestige tiers. You excited for the final 6 races?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited as well, but even though I'm pretty close to championship, it's only 42.9, but I'm not really focusing. I just try to get the best of each races, and then I just see what I can do about the other races. So I just take it race by race. So
yeah, you were pretty unlucky last week, weren't you, with the glitch that wouldn't let you race?
Please. I mean, it's one of those brilliant things by Codemasters. Like, if you disconnect or something, like, you need to be put on back at. Oh, Louis gets his first penalty. Would not be good. But yeah, just with the disconnect, I think you need to be like put on the grid instantly rather than just in the pit lane, because then I couldn't race as well.
Yeah.
And with Beast with his really weird penalty, but yeah, just after the start line, so he didn't do anything wrong and just get an instant disqualification. So that was really one of the weirdest things I ever saw. So props to Codemasters for making this game racing game of the year. So Lee, if you're watching, then please do something about your game.
Well, we can hope that 2018 is fixed. We've seen so many safety car glitches this season as well, which has hampered or aided, however you want to describe it, some of the races. It's affected nevertheless. But yeah, we can only hope for some improvements to the online side of things. F1 2018 needs some more gameplay released today, so if you haven't, go and check that out on the F1 Codemasters Twitter account. You can get links to it there. But yeah, heading to France this weekend in real life. First time back there for a while. As Wimmer catching up MLA. When do you think MLA is going to come into the pits from those soft tyres?
I think the best is to pit right now, I think, because he's still losing a little bit of time to Black Mamba, just a couple of tenths. So I think the best thing is just to pitting now and then putting on a fresh set of Ultra Softs, or Super Soft. I think that's the best way. So you can do that as well, as one may go down the inside, so I think Mark knows it. But I think the smartest way is to go to pit now. As I see, he has changed his helmet again, I think. So Mark really loves those helm styles everywhere. So yeah, he will probably pit this lap. Let's see what he can do. He's still behind Roman, so the tires are pretty much done, I think, right now. So I think he's coming out, I think in 10th place. No, he still stays and out another lap. So this could be sort of interesting, but I think he's waiting too long, I think.
We can see that Noik went wide there, I believe, on the exit of turn 1, and now his brother Black Mamba is chasing him down. Of course, Noik was an early pitter onto those soft tyres, whereas Black Mamba went late onto those supers, and you can see how the alternate strategies actually come into play there.
Yeah, as we see, he opened up his DRS right now, so let's see if he can make a move. Noik is pretty hard to overtake, sometimes a bit dirty as well, so I'm pretty curious what Black Mamba is going to do. So he needs to get a good exit out of this corner. I think he has, yeah. Noik just pins it again, so what he can do, he goes pretty aggressive down. Ooh, really close. Black Mamba around the outside. It squeezes him off, Noik, but Black Mamba does the switch back, but it doesn't work. So Noik's as third place for now. As he goes wide again, Noik just not really comfortable with the soft tires. So Black Mamba is really hunting him right now. Yes. Yeah, runs off the track, I think, and he has no front wing end, I think. By the looks of it, not. So, and Noik gets this, I think, not a penalty. So, out of chaos, and this is so many penalties. I'm just gonna take how many penalties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 7th penalty of the day. So, it's much respect for him that he's not being disqualified yet.
Yeah, definitely. It looks so cloudy up there. I don't know if you can see this. It looks like black clouds in Abu Dhabi. I've never seen that before. So obviously the weather here perhaps proving tricky for some perhaps colder conditions than what we're used to in Abu Dhabi, that's for sure, being right in the middle of the desert. We've got another battle going on down the back, which is Stifler's under attack from Reflow, who's just got past, who's weaving for some reason, so... Is he saying...
I think he was not good, but he was fast, so maybe that the weaving, I think.
Yeah, maybe saying thank you, or something like that.
Yeah. As you can see, Blackmon is still on the back of Norway, but he still can't get past him. They are both pretty critical on field though. Norway is 0.1 and Blackmon is 0.32, so they need to save it. They can't use Rich Make that much, so it's going to be interesting till the end. And really extend the gap a little bit by 2.8 seconds over Orange, so he's just in the world of his own right now, doing his thing. And I think he's going to take this win, I think.
Definitely got a good chance of laying down the marker for tomorrow's race, that's for sure.
As you see, Blackmon is really closing up in those first sectors, all about those couple of crucial corners where you need like the downforce. And Novak hasn't got any of it, so yeah, the gap is just straight then, so interesting to see. And I think sooner than later, Blackmon is gonna pass them. Go really wide Novak, so I think at this position, I think he's gonna give up. I think. And right into the bits, and then Blackmon goes really close, and he gets another penalty as well. He shoves him off a little bit, Miller. So what can he do about it? It's pretty decent exit. Mark goes instead of super softs. All right, really interesting. Let's see what he can do. He come out in 8th, let's 9th place.
He's the last driver to stop, so 9th place. He'll be on a charge for the last 9 or so laps on that fresh set of compound. He'll be lighting up the timing screens, I'm sure.
He probably will, as I'm still with a battle with Blackmon, but he doesn't get any closer. So I think in the chicanes where it's pretty crucial, he doesn't get the traction what he needed. It's only in those really slow corners, so as he goes off the track there, but still very close to nowhere. It's still going to be pretty exciting though.
Yeah, we'll see what these boys can do. Whether they want to get down and dirty.
As Mark is 1.7 behind still, so and they are in the battle, so I think he can climb up some places there as well. As Black Mamba is now closer than ever before, so he needs to take it this lap, I think, surely, if I'm honest. That's him. You still want to stay on board with him. You can almost smell his gearbox. I think, oh my god, so close. Gets a much better one. Not singing to the inside, so. And no, it goes wide again, and he goes down the inside. They tap a little bit. It's still all clean for right now. Black Mamba does anything. I'm still there, so needs to watch out. Oh well, really close. Let's see what he can do. I think he, out of this traction he gets, he wants the ball out of the DRS point Norwich, so pretty interesting. And no, he does not go for the move, Black Mamba.
Can also see that MLA is just starting to close in on his first victim. Reflow is ahead of these two as well, so looks like he could be involved in this one, as the two Ferrari boys are about to battle just behind. MLA picking his moment here.
Yeah, he goes really close. He gets a pretty good one. So let's see what he can do about only this not a fast 39.2. Let's see what Mark can do. Goes down the inside. He goes for it and he makes it. Good move by him.
Much fresher compound. Two tiers higher up, you'd expect Mark to get that done, but Jorit, I've seen him in the drive in the podium tier. He's good at defending.
And I'm just going back to remember, he is so close. I mean, as no, he just runs the board again.
Gets rid of that braking marker.
He gets much closer, and I think he gets it.
Side by side as they exit the corner. He's going to tap back in his Black Mamba. Try and get some slipstream. We've got DRS. Black Mamba's got it. What can he do? Goes to the outside. His brother's on the inside. Is he going to be kind?
It's close. He's trying to speed him off, but it doesn't work. He gets a tank step there, Novak, and Black Mamba got it. But Novak has DRS, but he's really critical on fuel, so needs to start. Oh my, what is that for a line? Don't do that.
That's a strange one, to say the least.
Yeah, you get dirtier and a warning as well, as Louis gets his second penalty of the race. And Novak, oh my god, stay on the track, man.
MLA meanwhile has got ahead of Reflow, so now up to 7th position. He's going to chase down Kiam, who's 13 seconds up the road. There's a big ask in the last, what, six and a bit laps.
Yeah, I think he can make it. I think with a fresh set of super slots, I think he probably make it till Kiam.
Stifler gets his penalty, yeah, I saw that one.
His first one, I think, if I'm counting correctly. So it's pretty clean so far, as with Mark as well. I think he has not a warning yet, by the looks of it. Oh, Mark has a penalty, apparently. We didn't saw that, so Mark is also into the naughty book, so not expected.
Just the rest of this lap alone, he's, sorry Sean, he's taken almost 2 seconds out of Kian's time, so maybe we'll be able to catch Kian.
It's almost his 8th penalty note, as I just saw on the ball, so I'm still finding it amazing that he has not even been disqualified yet. Still amazes me.
If he does that tomorrow, he'll really be paying for it.
I think knowing him, he will probably get not many as penalties, but I think he's going to get lots of penalties. Just knowing for him, so it will maybe happen. As I think Holland is closing up a little bit on Louis, just by a couple of tenths. So as Holland is 0.5 laps of fuel, so he started with 4 laps of fuel, so he's just really pushing like mad right now. But he needs to watch that first fuel. Louis gets another penalty. I think this is 9th penalty, so he needs to take it easy. As he just drops down to 15. So Holland really needs to watch how fuel is fueling. If he goes into the 1, then he is just probably busted.
You can see Stifler is hunting down Reflow, so Pinnacle versus Podium.
Sorry to say, but we got, I think, the 3 warnings in 1 lap in that 23, so. And do we. Oh! What the. What?
Retired from the session.
Okay then.
He felt maybe he's learned enough.
Here's the race. I would just like to continue the race. It's still 5 laps, you know.
Yeah.
There's really no point to retire then. But if you can do that tomorrow, I mean, I give him a big hug, and then he can do that for me. So if he wants to do that, feel free up, dude. And Holland gets another penalty here. It's 5th one today, so Holland's into the naughty book. As Mark, I think my timing screen glitched. 6 seconds, yeah, now it's, I think, correctly. I think it was 49 seconds behind Kian, but it was not correct, but now it is. And Louis has left the session again.
Looks like Odoms will get to take this win after all, providing yeah, he doesn't do something silly on penalties.
I mean, he's low on fuel. If you look at him, he's like almost 1 lap below fuel, and he needs to really save it though. And he has lots of penalties. I mean, Black Mamba has, I think it's 2 or 3, I think. So he needs to be careful though.
No, it's been able.
Disqualified. Yeah. That was expected. That was really expected. Yeah. He's gonna get lots of penalties, I think, tomorrow. I think. If he
perhaps he was just testing how many he's allowed to get before they call his time. As MLA gets a bit of a tag slapper.
Yeah, even I don't want to test like how many penalties I get before I get disqualified. Even I don't want to do that.
You don't want to put yourself in that position come tomorrow's race, that's for sure.
Yeah, without practice, so it's gonna be very interesting. Let's see, yeah, the gap are really spread out. Actually, Stifler is pretty close to a floor, so 6/10. So let's see what they can do. As yellows is sector 1 and 2. I think that Stifler is lost the back end. So that's his position done. Obviously, Mark is closing on just 8.2 seconds for that.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to close that. I reckon Kian's got him covered. But do you think Mark will want to try that strategy tomorrow? Or do you think he's figured out that, you know, maybe it's not the best for him as Stifler's left the session? Perhaps Mark's figured out that, you know, it's not the best for him.
Yeah. And 7 seconds, so Mark really closing now, but I think it's not enough to really catch Kian.
3-second penalty there for MLA. Odem's leading the way still by 16 odd seconds from Black Mamba. Wommer up to third, so Wommer's had a quiet race here.
Yeah, just really a bit of a boring race for him. Yeah. And he got this one in the back. They're going around lap 26 out of 28, so still low on fuel oil, but he's leaning through his entire lap, so he's still gonna make good race, as you see by Marius, 6 seconds, so I don't know, but maybe he can make it.
Definitely gonna have to do some fuel saving, is Odem's. Winner last time out, of course.
Yeah, he won last season, though. I wasn't there, so I had some other things I had to do. So. As Black Mama gets his another penalty, so this is his third or fourth one. So it's gonna be still interesting. We have now 5.4 seconds for Mark to be in, and I'm surprised that Mark has even put a fast start left with those fresh super softs. 4.9. You never know. And Odoms gets another 3-second time penalty. He keeps throwing that time penalty, the man. So even in lead moves, he has so much of a gap, and he still gives himself time penalties. Oh dear. But feel free to continue that in tomorrow's race. Then I will be pretty happy.
MLA's got the gap down to Kian under 5 seconds now, almost to hit 4 seconds. I wonder if he'll have a last lap lunge at that one. We saw last time out. What did you make of Odem's last lap hairpin lunge on his teammate Brady?
Last season or?
In the last race in Canada.
Yeah, I couldn't see that probably again from Canada though. I still had problems, and it was streamed dead already, so I didn't saw what happened to him, if I'm honest.
He had a near perfect race up to that point, and sent it down the inside of his teammate. And I think he was lucky that it wasn't looked into by the stewards. Had it been, I think he could have got a naughty little slap for that one as he presses pause now, so I wonder what he's, no, he's unpaused, so perhaps gone to grab a drink, he's that far out and comfortable.
Yeah, but he still has loads of penalties and I won't do it. But, so I just heard from you that Orange has a lucky win in Canada. As you said.
Yeah, as I said, he did it perfect, but up until the last one.
So Orange got pretty lucky then. That's going to be interesting. Gap 2.5. Oh. I'm now starting to feel I'm a little bit wrong and Mark can even get this in the last lap, so.
Very interesting to see whether he can.
Yeah, as Orange is now back on plus fuel, so he has saved a lot, so he can maybe push a little bit farther, but if he does that, he doesn't get penalties again. So here we go then to the last lap of the official practice race in Abu Dhabi. So I think he did a pretty good race, even he got also pretty lucky that Louis retired in front of him.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he would have been able to beat Louis here tonight. Will he be able to do it tomorrow? It's the big question.
Yeah. We will see. They both have got good base, pretty good base. So we will see what they can do. But hopefully I can be in the mix. But I highly doubt that. As the gap is now 1.9 seconds between Mark and Kian. 1.6. So. Still gonna be interesting though.
Final lap, Odems is on. Coming up to lap, I believe that's Stifler in the Ferrari. 1.3, the gap, MLA is behind Kian, so I wonder if we're going to see anything from these two as they come onto the long DRS straight for the final time here tonight. As much preparation and data collected for tomorrow as they can. No DRS yet for MLA.
Yeah, I think after the straight he has. Still closing up though. As I'm just going to Orange right now, going around the last couple of corners of the race. I think I'm pretty lucky that Louis retired in front of him, but still win is a win, so. There he goes out of the final corner and takes a win then. And crash it in style, just what I would do. So GG I guess for him. As Norway comes out of the that's oh my god. Black Mama, stay on the track, mate. As he goes around the final corner and he does in style as well with Adam, so
3/10 of a second is MLA versus Kian. Is MLA gonna sling it down the inside or something? Kian will be sweating, I'm sure. Put in a pretty boring race, but yeah, Woman finishes third. What can these boys do?
He goes down the inside, surely. He does that, yeah, I would know that. And he spins himself out, yeah.
Would you look at that?
Great job, Mark, great job.
Crosses the line to take 5th position. Reflow from the podium tier is going to come across the line to take 6th, and Jorit from the podium tier will round out the rest of the finishers in 7th position. So it's been an interesting one here tonight, Sean, and I'm sure the drivers that took part will have learnt at least something. Noik knows how many corners he can cut before he gets disqualified, and Odems knows the only way to beat Louis is to make him disconnect.
Yeah, or make him retire from the race, but I highly doubt he would do that. So I think for me the favorite for tomorrow is Louis. I think there's a space on the cell which is like very good, and even on the filter stuff. So I think he's the favorite one for tomorrow's race in the Precious tier.
Definitely is. So a few podium celebrations and then we will leave it there for tonight. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow live for all 3 of our tiers: Podium, Pinnacle and Prestige, 7, 8 and 9 PM.
Well, this is it. This is where they all want to be.
Yeah, there he goes, Adams onto the podium as he wins this official race. So with luck, if I can say that, he's probably gonna be mad at me. But yeah, you can spread the champagne with Black Mamba and Wome to finish second and third, respectively.
Well, there you have it. Another practice session, another Thursday down and out. You've got the media day session. Yeah, loads of penalties for the drivers, and I'm sure we'll see plenty tomorrow in the official races. Drivers' press conference will be up on the website later on tonight, so 3 drivers, 1 from each tier, will have to face a tough question from the media. Check over www.f1tshub.com. Sean, as always, thank you for joining me in the commentary box. It's been a pleasure.
As always.
And good luck tomorrow in your race in the prestige tier. And yeah, we'll be back at 7 PM tomorrow live for the podium tier.
As I just saw that, I just 59 seconds of penalty. So really good job, guys. Keep it up.
There you have it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you tomorrow.